Welcome, welcome. Energy versus messaging. Which one is more important? Let's chat today about this very subject because I was writing something really interesting today about my journey to becoming a soul-led business and branding specialist. And this was one of the things that came up about my journey. So I wanted to chat to you more because this is one of the things that I see a lot in not only my journey, but my clients' journeys. Which one should I focus on? Should I focus on my energy or should I focus on my message? And a lot of people focus on one or the other. And I want to give you an insight as to which one of these is the most important for you to focus on right now. Aloha for those who are watching. Say hi, drop me a comment. For those of you watching the replay, also let me know that you are here, that you have listened, and any questions that come up, please let me know. Aloha Facebook user. I'm not sure who you are. If you are using Facebook, please make sure that you make StreamYard part of your Facebook experience so that I can see your name as well. Okay, get energy aligned and the message flows in more authentically. Yes, sort of. Let's go there. Okay, so let's dive into this a little bit more. Energy versus messaging. Which one is more important for you? I'm going to start with a story about my one first, like what I did at the start. So when I first started my entrepreneurial journey, I really had no idea about how to be an entrepreneur, especially online, right? No idea whatsoever. So what I rode on was my energy. What allowed me to call in my first clients was my energy. Now, for those of you who have just started your business or you have been in business for a while and it's been a while since you've seen clients, this is where I would guide you to look at first, your energy. Because every single time when I was a startup entrepreneur, and even now, when I offered something, I had my full energy behind it. And my messaging, when I look back at my messaging, knowing now what I know about messaging, it really sucked. It was really not good, right? My messaging was all over the place. It was cloudy as mud. It did not tick the criteria of really clear, concise, good messaging. However, my energy was always behind that. My passion was behind what I was offering. And no matter what I offered, I always had at least one person sign up for my thing. So you can imagine, as a newbie entrepreneur who had no idea what she was doing online, I put out offers and they sold. Full stop. I put out offers and they sold. So let me know if you're having trouble selling your offers at this point in time. Okay, whether you're new or whether you have been in the business for a while and you're stuck a little bit, let me know if you're putting out offers and they haven't sold. Because I would hazard to say that yes, it might be your messaging, but more importantly, it could be your energy. Because in my experience, every time I have put something out and my full energy has been behind it, even when I was a startup and no one knew who the hell I was at all. Like no one. I was a newbie coach. First year out, I sold packages. I sold packages of 6 coaching calls. I sold packages to new programs I'd never run before. Yeah, I didn't do beta testing. I did beta testing on one program, which actually never even made it through the gates. And then after that, I never did any free beta testing on programs. I just ran them and I had people sign up. And that was most definitely all about my energy. It was most definitely all about my energy because in hindsight, when I look back at what I was messaging, I was calling in like a million people, right? I had not figured out who I was talking to. I had not figured out the big, huge problem that we're meant to figure out or address when we are messaging our soul clients. I had not figured any of that out. What was clear when I put out these offers was the passion, the why. And that energy was what carried through to my soul clients who ended up working with me. All right, let me check these comments as we're going along. Oh, Edna, Oh, it was given you permissions. Oh, apologies. I'm just not seeing your name. So I know it's Edina, who is the Facebook user. Aloha to the other person who is watching on live. Hello to those who are watching the replay. Drop your comments. I love lots of comments and interaction in my lives. Must be because I'm a manifesting generator. Human design, and I like feed off of you. Okay, so give me lots of love and I give you lots of love. All right, so that is my story. My energy at the very start of my business, my energy was the thing that called in my clients. My energy was the thing that grew my business. I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't know about messaging, that logical shit, all of that logical strategy stuff. It was overwhelming because there was so much to learn. And so how I grew my business at the start was all energy. It was all energy. So let me know if this is resonating with you. Yeah. Aligning your energy to what it is that you're offering, getting your energy behind what you are offering 100%. Absolutely believing in the transformation that you are offering your people. Absolutely 100% believing in the transformation, the life-changing transformation that your offer gives your people. Absolutely 100% calling in the right people to your program, to your service, to your offer. This is what I mean when I'm talking about your energy behind it. And yes, of course, talking about the passion that you have. Yeah. I'm still learning the messaging stuff. Yeah. So this is good for those of you who are just starting up. What I would focus on is, yes, learn the messaging things, but focus very much so on your energy, because that's the thing that is going to continue to grow and call in your people at all levels of your business. But right at the start, when you're kind of messy with your messaging, your energy is the thing that will call in those people. Yeah, it's not going to be so much your messaging, because your messaging was probably going to be confusing. And if it is, don't worry, because you're in good company. I've been there, done that before. As I told you before, at the start of my entrepreneurial journey, my messaging was all over the place. I was calling in 1 million people at once. I was saying one thing one day and then probably something quite contradictory the next day. However, I managed to, every single thing that I put out, to sell it at least once. Now, those stats might not be good, but it did keep me in the game. Yeah. It made me aware that people wanted what I had to give. It allowed me to learn from the process of putting out my offers. So your energy is something that you will constantly be working on throughout your entrepreneurial journey. But right at the start, or right before you put out a new offer, it is really, really important. And I would say even more important than getting your messaging right. So if you're still working on your messaging, no worries. Doesn't mean that you can't get clients. In fact, you should still be having clients that are coming through if your energy is 100% on point. So if you can receive 1 or 2 clients into your new offer, you know, and your messaging is still not right, you know that your energy is good. And then your messaging can start to get more refined as your business matures. So as we start to mature our businesses, as our businesses start to grow, as we start to get a little bit more savvy with how to strategically, practically work the online space, then we can start to refine our message. And our message gets to be refined in several ways. It gets to be refined, importantly, with who you work with. So as we work with more people, we start to understand what our people really want. We start to understand where we are willing to give, what we are willing to be up for. And so we can start to refine our messaging through experience, rather than trying to refine our messaging through thinking, like, okay, I wonder how what they're going to need or how I'm going to react in this or whatever it is the story is about how you're messaging. The best messaging comes through experience. And that means you need to get your clients on board. And the thing that can get your clients on board before your messaging is 100% clear is your energy. Is this dropping in for those of you who are watching? And for those of you who are watching the replay, hashtag replay, let me know, yes or no. Looking forward to catching the replay. No worries, Christina. Chuckling lots here. Still getting clients, but not through online messaging, through my conversations. Realizing it may be more important to be having conversations online rather than posting content. Very good realization, Edina. A wonderful realization. Yeah, you seem to be the person who ignites conversations, who ignites beautiful conversations that then create connectedness to your people. So yes, why not transfer what you have been doing offline into the online space, right? I love how you've brought this up because a lot of people believe that the online space is like this whole new other world. It's not. It's exactly how you would relate in the real world. That is how online space or online messaging or online content becomes authentic to you. That's how it becomes in integrity to you. When you act the same way as you would on the outside world in the online space, guess what? It becomes a hell of a lot easier to do things like this, like calling in your clients. And it means that you are 100% authentic. So I always like to say, if you were to meet me on the street, if you were to meet me in real life, what you see here, how I act, how I react, how I respond to you on Facebook, on Instagram, on any social media platform is exactly how you would meet me in real life. You're not going to have a surprise there. Except perhaps that I'll give you a hug when we meet. So, as your business matures, you want to refine your message. And it becomes easier to refine your message as you have more experience with clients. And the first way that you can get clients is to get your energy behind what it is that you are offering. So a lot of newbies to the online space get really caught up with this idea that they have to get their messaging right? I can't get my offer out. I won't get clients unless my messaging is really right. And they go down this rabbit hole, really narrow point of focus about getting that right. I need to figure out what their pain point is or their pleasure point. I need to figure out what my unique offer is, why I am different from everyone else. I need to do this, X, Y, Z. And they try to get formulaic about how they present themselves and their offer online, when really what is going to get through your first clients through the door is your energy. Then when you start seeing clients, you can start to refine your message based on what you are hearing in your client sessions or group sessions and what you actually personally respond to. Okay, so this is that part about what are you up for? What do you want to be up for? What are you putting your hand up for? So as your business matures, you want to refine your message. And this is a really important thing. And this is why I keep coming back to energy. Your message will fall flat without the right energy behind it. So even if you have logically gone through, ticked all the boxes, found out exactly what that person wants or what your soul client desires, it will fall flat without the right energy behind it. If you do not have passion for it, if you do not 100% believe that what you are offering is absolutely mind-blowing awesome, if you think that you aren't great at your job, if you think you don't deserve success, if you don't believe you can deliver the goods, if you are not jazzed up about what you're offering, yeah, it's just a little bit boring, your message will fall flat. Or your message will hit the right people and you won't convert because you don't want to, because there's something there that is holding you back from allowing that person to move from an audience member into a paying client. So your energy is the underlying thing that needs to continue to be in alignment to what you are offering. It is the thing that needs to be clear. and clean the most throughout your entrepreneurial journey. Yeah. So let me know if this is landing for those of you watching live. And for those of you watching the replay, also hashtag replay, let me know, have you ever done this before? Have you put out something very logically with your messaging and it has fallen absolutely flat? Check your energy. And I will be the first one to confess that, yes, I have done that before. I have logically followed a messaging formula, ticked all the boxes, and guess what? Bloody nothing. Absolutely nothing. Crickets. Yes, this is gold. Awesome. Okay, so remember these two things. When we're talking about energy versus messaging, which one is more important? Energy speaks to the heart of your soul clients. Okay, this is how you can get clients with messy messaging, like muddy, all over the show messaging, because it speaks to the heart of your soul clients. When you write a post that is absolutely passionate about something, that is felt within you, that like brings up emotion in you, that makes you a bit scared to put it out there. Yeah. When it elicits a lot of energy from you, you're like, oh, should I put that out there? It's pretty vulnerable, or it's pretty debatable, when you're having those kinds of feelings. This is what calls in people. This is what speaks to the heart of your soul clients. So I want you to think of it this way. If you were to have a conversation with someone who is really close to you, your partner or your best friend, what have been the most moving conversations that you have had with them? Have they been the ones when you've just been talking about, what you've been doing through the day? What did little Sammy get up to that day? Oh, he went off to soccer practice, blah, 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 all the surface bullshit. Or was it some of those conversations where your emotions were really ignited, where you got deep and personal, where you got passionate, maybe even angry about something, or incredibly joyful about something? Which one of those conversations stick in your mind with your best people? Because this is the energy piece that gets to be behind your message. So even if your message is really unclear, you're talking to like too many people, and so I'm bringing up things that I see a lot of messaging, talking to too many people, don't know really what your offer is all about, and not really telling people why they should get on board with it. How is it going to change their lives? Even if you didn't do all of that, but you wrote a piece that was really full of passion, magnetism, and emotion. This energetic piece is what speaks to the heart of your soul clients. It makes someone want to click and read more. It makes someone want to read your whole stream of consciousness that you've put down. And then when you attach to it an offer to work with you, it is far more appealing than getting your message right. Okay, so energy speaks to the heart of your soul clients. Yes, done that before, felt like a fraud. Yep. Okay, the deep and meaningfuls. Yes, those are the conversations that give us inspiration, ahas, and empowerment, where we both come away richer and connected. So imagine if you were to do that, Edina, online, to call on your people. Yes, your messaging might not be 100% perfect as we would see it in a logical, formulaic way, but it will talk to your right people. So energy speaks to the heart of your soul clients. It is something that is really important, especially in our line of work, where we are really conscious spiritual people. We're not just looking to work with anyone. Yeah. Whether your service is in business growth like mine, or whether your service is in personal development or healing from trauma, or whatever it is that you offer, spiritual people, soulful people. We're not just looking for someone to fix our problem. We're looking for someone to connect to. We're looking for someone we can absolutely 100% lay down all our guards and be guided to. So that requires a really huge amount of trust from our people. And so we have to speak to the heart of those people. We can't be like every other entrepreneur out there. When we're working in this realm of consciousness with conscious people, with soulful, spiritual people who want to develop larger lives, bigger lives into more of their potential, we really have to nail this piece of speaking to their hearts. We can't do logic in our realm. It just doesn't go well for us. And trust me when I say that. Trust me when I say that after 8 years of experience and trying to do the logical route only, it is the mix that is going to absolutely blow up your business. But firstly, in the foundations, it is the energy that you need to have behind your messaging, however muddy that may be to start with. The energy that you have behind your messaging is the thing that is going to draw in your soul clients and continue to bring in those right people for you. So energy speaks to the heart of your soul clients. Is that making sense? Drop me a yes if that is. If you're watching the replay, drop me a yes or no. Let me know. Any questions that you have, let me know in the comments and I'll answer them after I've gone live if I don't catch you on now. All right. So if energy speaks to the heart of your soul clients, what does messaging do? Messaging, when we take it really logically, when we follow a formula of doing it, it speaks to the logical minds of your soul clients. Okay. So energy is speaking to the heart, the subconscious, the feelings, the emotional realm, the spiritual realm. Messaging in terms of content creation, in terms of crafting an offer online, it speaks to the logical minds of your soul clients. And we, being both spiritual beings and humans, human beings in our physical form, will play between the two. Now, I know that you have felt this before, and I want you to recall it so you know how your people are also acting, okay? When you came across something that you wanted to participate in, notice, was it a tug from your heart to say yes? Okay, so bring up anything. For me, usually there's a tug, like I feel it here and I'm like, oh, I don't know why, but I need to. And then what happens is then I switch over to my logical mind, and my logical mind will go, I need to read all the things. I need to read what this offer is about. I need to read about this person, and I go on a little bit of a research thing. Now, what I know to be true for myself is that I don't actually need to know that stuff. I don't need to know logically why I'm attracted or need to work with that person. I just need to follow my heart. But to satisfy my logical mind, I will then go through and read an offer post, read more about this person. Yeah. And if this person has it right, it doesn't matter if their messaging's a bit off, because it will be punctuated, not even punctuated, it'll be infused with the right energy that calls to my heart. And I go, there's something there for me. All right, I'm going to explore this more. I'm going to get on a call with this person. And then if it goes well there, I'm going to work with that person. Yeah. So energy speaks to the heart of your soul clients. Messaging speaks to the logical part. The part that just needs to know, your mind, your ego. Yeah. Let me check these comments. Got a few coming up. Tug, yes. So you follow the tug, Edina. Yeah, go and find out what I have let myself in for. Wonderful. So that takes an amount of bravery, to follow the tugs of your heart, especially since we have been grown up in a society that really values logic. Yeah, we have to justify why we're doing things. We have to see it logically. How does that work for me? What am I getting out of this? Yeah. So just know that your soul clients may be playing with both, right? They may just follow the tugs of the heart. They might be those courageous heart followers, or they might also be teetering in the Really have to, logically make this work for me. Know where they are. Know that both of these pieces are important. Energy and messaging is important, both of them. And the messaging part speaks to that logical part of your soul clients' brains. Now, if your soul clients are ones who have been around the block for a while, and I'll take an example from my business. I work with people who are growing their businesses. And so often, not always, but often my soul clients have taken multiple courses before. They've invested a shitload of money in business courses, in mindset courses, in energy courses. A lot of money has gone out the door and they've not seen much return. So then what happens to my soul clients is that they start to not trust those heart tugs anymore, because they were following the heart tugs and the heart tugs didn't give them exactly what they wanted, and now they're running out of money. And so then what switches on as a protective mechanism for them is their ego or their logical minds. And so now they start looking with their logical minds. They will follow a heart tug and then want the evidence in terms of logic. And so me knowing my soul clients and knowing the journey of which they have been on allows me to create messaging that speaks to them specifically, that acknowledges their journey, that acknowledges that they've spent thousands of dollars before and it's all gone down the drain, that acknowledges that this working with me is going to be a huge step up for them, and it's going to be scary as fuck because they're wondering whether this is going to work for them or not again. Yeah. All of my messaging gets to speak to what I know about the journey of my soul clients. And so then I can put their logical mind at ease. I'm not like everyone else you've worked with. I'm not going to put you in a box, and I'm not going to try to put you into a strategy or practical ways of working and doing business that feel really gross to you. And I am going to encourage you. I am going to highlight to you. I'm going to ignite in you following your soul tugs. And I'm going to teach you how to get your energy on point so that everything that you decide to create allows you to step into your potential. And it is only through working with clients before that I am able to get my messaging very, very good. And it continues to be refined. The more that I work with clients, the more refined my messaging a bit can be. The more refined I can speak to the exact journey that my people have been on before they have come across me. And the thing that got me my first clients before I even knew what their journey was my energy. So we come back full circle to this point here. As your business matures, you're going to want to refine your message. So for those of you who are out there thinking, all I need to do is get my message right and then my thing will flourish, just know this, your message will continue to get refined. It will continue to grow. It is a journey. There is no end point to this. Okay. It is a constant evolution. Your message is in constant evolution, and it will evolve the more that you work with clients and you figure out where they have come from, what they truly need, what they truly desire, and also what you are now up for holding. Yeah. What you are up for being part of. Okay. Is what I did with you and with the journey. Yes, it is. It is, Edna, exactly. Yep, you followed your heart tugs, and then after that, you may have gone into the logical, like, what have I got myself into? So, I hope that has answered your question about energy versus messaging. Which one is more important? Now, they're both important, as you can see. They're both really important. But the first thing that I always teach is energy trumps strategy always. So if you are able to get your energy right, your energy behind what it is that you're offering, if you can get that right, you can get your first 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 clients through the door and still have muddy as hell messaging. But what you want to be doing from that place onwards is listening deeply to your clients, listening deeply to the journey that they have been on before they came to you. Listen deeply to their desires and their pains. And from there, you can start to craft and refine your message so that you're shooting less in the dark and you're starting to call in your soul clients, not only through your heart space, but through their logical mind as well. All right. I hope that has been helpful for you. Let me just read this. I'm also noticing there is a part as I get more clarified on my business and the messaging, my business is maturing. Yes, so they go part and parcel with each other, right? When we start to understand that our messaging and some of the strategic parts need to be in place, that's us maturing as a business owner. Yeah. All right, let me leave it at that. I feel like I have talked the hell out of this. Energy versus messaging, which one is more important? Leave me a last comment on this for those of you watching live and those of you watching the replay. Which one do you think that you are at the, like which one do you feel you need to work on the most right now? What is your priority? Is it energy or is it messaging? Okay. Which one feels like the priority for you right now, knowing that they intertwine and interchange together? All right. Hope this was helpful. Also, let me know which one is your priority. And, okay, I'm asking two things from you. And what is your biggest takeaway from today's live? I can't wait to hear. And I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. Ciao for now. Bye.